Welcome back to Very Hot Vocab. I am coming at you from Madrid, Spain. And I was thinking, since we all know I love to travel, I do a lot of travel vlogs, I would give you a little preview of my travel essentials that I bring on every trip. So if you want to see how I pack, follow along. First things first, I cannot travel or get on a plane without bringing hand wipes and sanitary wipes. I use the sanitary wipes for the seat and everything around me, the tray table, the armrest. There's a lot of germs on the plane. You never know what's going around these days, and I absolutely do not want to get sick on the way to my destination, so I can't live without the sanitary wipes. And another thing I like to have are just plain sensitive skin wet wipes for my hands when I'm eating snacks or when they serve food. The napkins just don't do it for me, so I always like to have wet wipes. I also carry these in my purse, really anywhere I go, because you just never know. Like, I eat ice cream and a lot of sweets when I travel, so they're just good to have, just to make sure your hands are clean. Who wants dirty hands? Another thing I can't leave home without is just a little travel charger for my iPhone. You just charge this before you leave, and especially out of the country, it seems like the battery on these phones just gets drained very quickly because it's always searching for internet service, or you're not on Wi-Fi, the phone service is spotty, so the phone is just draining the whole time. And no one wants to get stuck at some beautiful location with a dead phone, because how are you going to get your pictures? Another thing I'm always bringing with me, and this I usually have to put in my checked bag because it's not exactly the smallest thing, but this is a white noise machine. Some of you are probably like, what on earth does that mean, and why would you carry this with you? The white noise machine, the easiest way to explain it, you know when you leave the TV on and you can still hear that there's that little noise that's just buzzing in the background? This is kind of what that does. It gives the same effect. Or if you had a fan on or the air conditioner running, how there's just the noise in the background. You never know with hotel rooms if you're going to be put next to the elevator and it's going to be dinging all night, or if there's people going up and down the hallway who are loud, or if your room is next to a street and it's just, horns buzzing all night. So I cannot sleep without my white noise machine. Yes, I really carry this thing around with me everywhere I go. I do not leave home without it if I'm sleeping somewhere else. I'm kind of dependent on it at this point, which I don't know if that's great. I cannot sleep without it. It really helps just put me in a deep sleep and drowns out all the background noise. So that is probably my favorite travel essential, my white noise machine. Lastly, I love to take pictures, and while iPhone pictures are great, there's nothing better than a disposable camera photo. I take these with me everywhere I go. I usually have one in my purse actually too. They're just like the little Kodak cameras, point and shoot, that you get from the drugstore that we had back in the day. If you're, an 80s baby, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the photos aren't the best, sometimes the lighting isn't great, but the fun thing is you never know what you're gonna get until you get them developed from the drugstore. It's always a fun surprise to see what the photos look like, but they're also so old school, it really makes them look special. And we're never printing out photos anymore, and I love to have a hard copy photo. I keep a lot of photo albums at home and have some of the best memories from these just little point and shoot cameras. So this is also one of my favorite travel essentials. Thanks for hanging with me and seeing some of my favorite things to pack, even though some of them are a little quirky and take up a lot of space in your bag, but I can't leave home without them. If you want to see more, come check me out on OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/veryhotvocab.